Emma, have you looked outside recently? The weather is absolutely beautiful today. There isn't a single cloud in the sky.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. After a whole week of rain, it's wonderful to finally see the sun shining so brightly.
It feels like a perfect autumn day. It's not too hot and not too cold. There is a nice, gentle breeze. It seems like a waste to spend the whole afternoon indoors.
I completely agree. I was planning to do some cleaning and organizing, but I don't feel like it anymore. We should be outside enjoying this lovely weather while it lasts.
My thoughts exactly. We can do our chores tomorrow. A day like today is too precious to spend inside. We should go out and do something fun.
That sounds like a much better plan. What kind of activity are you in the mood for? We could go for a walk or maybe sit outside a cafe.
A walk sounds great. I would love to get some fresh air and stretch my legs after sitting at my desk all week.
Me too. And on a beautiful, sunny day like this, there is one place that is perfect for a long, relaxing walk.
Let me guess, you are thinking of going to a park, aren't you?
You read my mind. A park would be the ideal destination. We could be surrounded by nature and really enjoy the sunshine.
Going to the park is a fantastic idea. I am 100% on board with that plan. So, which park are you thinking of?
Well, that's the big question. There are two really nice parks that are not too far from our house. We have to choose between them.
Oh, okay. I know the ones you are talking about. You mean Lakeside Park and Central Gardens, right?
Exactly. They are both wonderful, but they are very different from each other. We need to decide which one we are in the mood for today.
That's a good point. It's a choice between two different kinds of experiences. Do you have a preference for one over the other?
I like them both for different reasons, so I am happy to go to either one. I thought we could discuss the options and decide together.
That sounds like a fair way to do it. It's been a while since I've been to either of them, so you might have to remind me of the details.
Of course, we can talk about what makes each park special. We can list the good points of each one and then make our final decision.
Perfect. This feels like a very organized way to plan our spontaneous afternoon. So, where should we start? Tell me about the first option.
Let's start with the one that is a little further away. Let's talk about Lakeside Park first.
Okay, Lakeside Park. Tell me about it. What are the main features of that park? What makes it a good place to visit?
Well, the biggest feature is right there in the name. It has a huge, beautiful lake right in the middle of it. The water is always very clear and calm.
I remember the lake. It's very picturesque, isn't it? I think there are lots of ducks and swans that live there.
There are. You can sit on the benches by the water and watch them for hours. There is also a wide, flat walking trail that goes all the way around the lake.
How long is the trail? Is it a long walk?
I think if you walk the entire loop around the lake, it's about 3 miles. It's a very pleasant walk, not too strenuous. It's perfect for a relaxed afternoon stroll.
That sounds really nice. So it's mostly a nature-focused park. Lots of trees and water and wildlife?
Yes, exactly. It feels very natural and peaceful. It's the kind of park you go to when you want to escape from the city and feel like you are in the countryside.
I like the sound of that. It sounds very quiet and relaxing. It's a great place to clear your head and just enjoy the scenery.
That's the perfect description of it. It's not a very busy park, even on a nice day. You always feel like you have plenty of space to yourself.
Okay, so Lakeside Park is the quiet, natural, and peaceful option. I have a very clear picture of it in my mind now. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. So now it's your turn. Tell me about the other option. What do you remember about Central Gardens?
Central Gardens is very different. As the name suggests, it's right in the center of the city, so it has a much more urban feel. It's very easy to get to.
That's true. It's much closer than Lakeside Park. What is the layout of the park like?
It's a much more formal and manicured park. It doesn't have a big lake, but it has beautiful flower beds that are always perfectly maintained. The flowers are arranged in amazing patterns.
I remember the flowers. They are always so vibrant and colorful, especially at this time of year. What else is in Central Gardens?
It has a lot of big, open, grassy areas where people like to sit and have picnics. There are also many statues and a big, impressive fountain in the middle.
It sounds much more like a traditional city park. It's a place that is designed to be beautiful and impressive.
Exactly. It's also a much more lively and social place. Because it's in the city center, it's always full of people. There's a different kind of energy there.
I see. So it's less about quiet nature and more about being in a beautiful, bustling public space.
So we have our two very different options: the quiet, natural lakeside park or the busy, elegant central gardens. What are we in the mood for today?
That is the main question. Let's think about the kind of activities we could do at each park. That might help us decide.
Good idea. At Lakeside Park, the main activity would be the long walk around the lake. We could also sit on a bench and watch the swans.
It would be a very calming and meditative experience. We could talk, or we could just walk in comfortable silence and listen to the sounds of nature.
That sounds lovely. We could also bring a book to read by the water. It's the perfect place to relax and read without any distractions.
Now, what about the activities at Central Gardens? What will we do there?
Well, we could still go for a walk, but it would be a different kind of walk. We would be admiring the flower displays and looking at the statues.
It would be more like walking through an outdoor museum. We would also be doing a lot of people watching, since it's always so busy.
That can be very fun and interesting. Also, at Central Gardens, they often have musicians playing on the weekends. We might be able to listen to some live music.
That's a big difference. One park offers peace and quiet, while the other offers entertainment and a social atmosphere. It really depends on our mood.
Let's try to list the pros and cons of each park. That might make the decision clearer. What is the biggest pro of Lakeside Park?
For me, the biggest pro is how peaceful it is. It's a true escape from noise and stress. It feels good for the soul.
I agree. That is a huge advantage. What about a con for Lakeside Park? Is there a downside?
The main con is probably the distance. It would take us about 30 minutes to drive there. It requires a bit more effort to get to.
That's true. We would spend an hour in the car, going there and coming back. That's a significant amount of time.
Now let's do the pros and cons for central gardens. What is the biggest pro?
The biggest pro is the convenience. It's only a 10-minute drive from our house. It's very easy and quick to get there. Also, the beautiful flower arrangements are a big pro.
I agree. What about the biggest con for central gardens?
For me, the con is that it can sometimes be too crowded. On a beautiful sunny day like today, it might be difficult to find a quiet spot to sit down.
That is a very important point. If we're trying to relax, being surrounded by hundreds of other people might not be very relaxing.
So it's a trade-off. Do we want a longer journey for more peace and quiet, or a shorter journey for a more crowded but perhaps more vibrant experience?
There is one more factor we haven't discussed yet, and for me, it's a very important one. Food and drinks.
Ah, an excellent point. I was starting to feel a little hungry just thinking about all this walking. What are the options at each park?
Well, at Lakeside Park, there are no shops or cafes at all. It's a very natural park, so there are no commercial buildings.
So, if we go to Lakeside Park, we would need to bring our own water and snacks. We would have to plan ahead.
Exactly. It's the perfect place to have a picnic. We could pack a blanket and a basket with some sandwiches and fruit. We could sit on the grass by the lake and have our meal.
A picnic sounds like a wonderful idea. It would make the afternoon feel even more special. Now, what about Central Gardens? It's different, right?
Yes, Central Gardens has a very famous cafe right in the middle of the park. It has a beautiful terrace with tables and umbrellas.
I remember that cafe. They have delicious cakes and ice cream, and very good coffee. It's a lovely place to sit.
So if we go to Central Gardens, we wouldn't need to prepare anything. We could just buy our food and drinks there. It's much more convenient.
So, again, it's a choice between planning and convenience. Do we want the fun experience of packing and eating our own picnic, or the easy experience of being served at a nice cafe?
Okay, I think we have all the information now. We have compared the two parks on their atmosphere, their activities, their convenience, and their food options.
We have. We have been very thorough. So, the time has come to make a final decision. What are you leaning towards, David?
I have been thinking about it while we were talking. Both options sound wonderful, and I would be happy with either one, but I think I have a slight preference today.
Oh, you do? Which one are you thinking of?
I am leaning towards Lakeside Park. My reasoning is that we have both had a very busy and stressful week at work. We have been surrounded by people and noise.
That is very true. My week has been incredibly busy.
So, my feeling is that the quiet and peaceful atmosphere of Lakeside Park would be the perfect medicine for us today. The idea of a long, quiet walk in nature sounds more appealing to me than a busy, crowded park.
I think I agree with you. When you put it like that, it makes perfect sense. I think I am also in the mood for peace and quiet more than a social scene.
And what about the food situation? I know you like the cafe at Central Gardens, but the idea of a picnic sounds really nice to me.
A picnic sounds absolutely lovely. Sitting on a blanket by the water on a sunny day is my idea of a perfect afternoon. I am happy to make some sandwiches.
So is that our final decision? We are going to drive a little further to have a peaceful picnic at Lakeside Park.
Yes, that is our final decision. I feel great about it. I am already getting excited. Lakeside Park is the perfect choice for today.
I feel great about it too. Now, we just need to do a little bit of planning for our trip. What time do you think we should leave the house?
Well, it's already 2 o'clock. It takes about 30 minutes to drive there, and we also need some time to prepare our picnic.
I think if we leave at 3 o'clock, that would be perfect. That gives us a full hour to get everything ready, and it gives us several hours of daylight at the park.
3 o'clock sounds like a good plan. Okay, now for the most important part, the picnic. What should we pack?
I can be in charge of the food. I make excellent sandwiches. I can make some with turkey and cheese, and some with cucumber and cream cheese.
That sounds delicious. You do make the best sandwiches. While you are doing that, I can be in charge of the drinks and the other things.
What other things do we need?
I will pack a big bottle of water and maybe some iced tea in a flask. I will also get some fruit like apples and bananas. And, of course, the most important item, a comfortable blanket to sit on.
Don't forget to pack some napkins. And maybe we should pack a little bag for our trash so we can make sure we leave the park perfectly clean.
That is a very responsible and important thought. I will definitely bring a trash bag. Anything else we should bring? A book? A frisbee?
I think for today, let's just focus on the walk and the conversation. We don't need to bring any extra entertainment. Nature will be our entertainment.
I love that. So, no books, no games. Just a simple walk and a simple picnic. It sounds wonderfully relaxing.
I think so too. We can leave our phones in our pockets and just enjoy the moment. We can talk and watch the swans on the lake.
That sounds like the perfect antidote to a busy week. I am so glad you suggested this. I feel more relaxed already just thinking about it.
Me too. Okay, so we have a solid plan. We leave at 3 o'clock. We are going to Lakeside Park. I am making the sandwiches, and you are packing the drinks, fruit, and the blanket.
That is the plan. It is a very good one. This is going to be a wonderful afternoon. The weather is perfect, and the company will be too.
I agree. It feels good to have a plan that you're excited about. It makes the experience even better.
Well, we shouldn't waste any more time talking about it. We only have 1 hour to get everything ready.
You are right. Let's get started. I will head to the kitchen to begin my very important sandwich-making duties.
And I will go and find our picnic basket and the big, comfortable blanket. Let's meet back here in 1 hour, ready to go on our park adventure.